Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Matt, and this is Mycrazypodcast, episode 30. Who are you?
I'm fucking pissed I got fur all over me.
Alright.
Dusty B.
I don't know.
And I'm Matt for redundancy's sake. This is episode 30. This is another milestone, in my opinion. We hit another double digit. Congratulations, all of us.
We're almost encroaching,
Thank
but almost like how old Dustin is.
It's been really long. It's been hard.
It's been a really long and hard journey for Tina throughout this whole process.
Hope there's no pun in there.
No.
Surpassed it. It's already happened.
What?
Oh.
No, nothing ever happened. So KSI and Logan Paul, they're reinventing boxing.
Yeah.
You guys, they're
I heard of something about this, and I thought I was just like delirious from a long fucking Bender birthday weekend thing between my girl and I.
No, they've made money off this.
I heard this shit, and I'm like, no, I just have to be drinking too much.
I followed some of it during the hype and stuff, but I didn't actually go out of my way to. The bout happened, right?
Yeah, it already happened.
So I didn't watch the bout, obviously.
I didn't watch it. I was not gonna pay for that shit.
It was. It's all publicity stunt, man.
I mean, that's what boxing kind of is in general. I just find that it's interesting that I do want to commend them in a way, even though I don't want to commend either of the Pauls because they're kind of all douchebags. Pull up on me. I'm ready. No, but like business wise, I think that they're bringing boxing back to a new audience.
I mean,
because besides the Mayweather fights, who cares about any? Like, I know Canelo and GGG or whatever were supposed to fight, or they fought, but like, who actually in the mainstream cares about boxing? But unless it's a Mayweather fight.
I mean, anybody who cares about MMA will watch the McGregor fights, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but that's a Mayweather fight.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like, they have to be those unicorn fights now. Like, no one just watches boxing anymore for the most part.
Well, that's because you have MMA now.
Exactly. But I do think it's kind of interesting that they are bringing boxing back. Although I do feel like it was I thought it was a draw, and they were contracted to do 2 fights. So I think it was all...
It was rigged.
Oh, yeah, I think it was rigged.
Of course.
Conspiracy.
It's because the Pauls are money hungry. Well,
that's apparent. Did you see his...
$10 for a dumbass fight.
Put it this way, the only entities that I know made out on this fucking fight is both of them and Las Vegas. That's the only people probably made out on this whole situation.
KSI and Benji also.
Yeah.
Why did Benji forfeit, though? Because all the pictures I see of Jake Paul are Jake Paul's face fucked up.
Yeah.
How bad does Benji look? I haven't seen any photos of him.
I didn't watch it because why would I pay for that? But I don't think he was beat up, really. I heard Jake is the young one, right?
Yeah, Jake's the young one.
Okay, yeah. I heard Jake got his shit rocked and that was it. And then does he forfeit? And then Logan and what's his face? I don't even know.
KSI.
Yeah.
They had a draw.
They were mutually unscathed.
I will say this: $10 is pretty cheap for a fight. Wasn't the Mayweather fight like $150?
The Mayweather fight was 100. I'm thinking like 110, some shit like that. I feel like it depended upon who like what's provider you have, because I heard some places like sometimes you have like a package where like if you have to pay for this ultimate package like that, you get like everything, even like the pay-per-view shits for different companies. But I mean, if you were, put it this way, if you're home, unless you're a serious fucking boxing fan and shit like that, I cannot see anybody just paying for that unless you have like a party going on for it. But most people probably watch that fight. We're out at like fucking Buffalo Wild Wings or some Fridays or some shit like that,
or watching your live stream,
like I did last year.
That's what I did.
Sorry,
you weren't watching.
I'm putting it out there.
You weren't watching your live stream. You were watching it live. I was watching your live stream.
I didn't pay for that shit. I was at my fraternity brother's place.
I know, but I was
shout out to Alpha Chi.
I was literally in Jim's stream. Facebook blocked it like in 5 minutes, but Instagram didn't have DMCA at the time. They just started like pulling copyright stuff down. So he had the rest of the McGregor Mayweather fight just on there. I'm literally watching from my phone.
I had it legit because I had like this little stand thing too, so I propped that bitch up because I was holding it for a little while, and then it was just like too much. It was just...
No, it was a good angle. I'm not gonna lie. I was able to...
Yeah, no, people were streaming the KSI fight, and everyone was like, I don't know, everyone's like pissed about it because they're losing out on money or whatever. But the Twitch moderators were in the the stream.
Yeah,
watching it.
That was kind of fucked up.
See, that's the thing. I can see Twitch getting sued for that.
Well, here's the thing. So here's how
they'll come after them before coming after individual people.
Yeah, well, here's how all these websites work. So a DMCA takedown means that's sort of preventive for a lawsuit for everyone. That allows the company, that absolves like YouTube or Instagram or Twitch. Twitch in this case does have a DMCA, where if the copyright holder says, hey, that's our copyright content, they'll pull the stream. However, the problem with streams are when they're usually just going live, so you got to be there at the moment to get it, and it's hard to get. However, this was a different situation. There was multiple streams, and there were actual staff members, because if you're a staff on Twitch, your badge says like you're watching a stream. There were multiple staff members watching these pirated streams, and they weren't doing anything about it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the gray area where it's just like people feel like Twitch was just trying to cut in on YouTube's money, because the stream was a YouTube exclusive.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just trying to get at the polls through YouTube.
I know. Yeah, I think it's bigger than Jake. I think it's a YouTube thing. I really think it's a Google Amazon thing.
Well,
I mean, regardless whether it comes down to it or not, that's good business. They found a gray area, they found a loophole, and they exploited it.
I mean, yeah, technically, because it's not up to the staff to be in charge of knowing who. Although it is it's a gray area, because technically it's like, yeah, they know about that fight. They know it's not supposed to be on Twitch, but at the same time, it's not their responsibility, I don't think, unless there's something in the Twitch handbook of being an employee that's in their contract. But as far as I'm aware, it's not up to them to know who owns the rights to what and who has the licenses to do whatever. It's a really gray area, very gray area. But yeah, conspiracies. But who do you think's gonna win the second fight? Do you think this is gonna end in a draw? Because they're contracted to do 2 fights.
Honestly, before I can give my prediction on that, I'll just watch a replay of the fight.
All right.
Yeah, I should probably watch the fight.
I heard it was pretty even until the last couple rounds, and I always saw the last couple rounds. Logan was looking like McGregor at the end of the Mayweather fight. Like his hands were down. He was just getting hit. He was just like wobbling. Like it was, but they didn't call it. They said it was a draw. So, but I didn't see the beginning. Apparently, the beginning was more even, but all I saw was the end, and the end looked like it was all KSI. It was definitely just like.
Yeah, I think they copped out with going for boxing. They should just go full MMA, just whack each other with fists. Take off the gloves, dude. It's stupid. It's a cop out. And then
they even had what do they call those? The training helmet looking jobs.
Yeah, they looked so dope.
Well, here's the.
Well, because they weren't professional fighters, so they have to have headgear.
They're walking around like they are.
Well, no. You know what? You know why? They're not dumb. The main reason their fans watch them is because they're attracted to them. Let's be honest. Like the main and they spend a lot of money. There's kids that are into the wealthy lifestyle, but originally what got them into those guys was their looks. There's not their personalities are shit. They're literally the worst neighbors. Their vlogs are literally being terrible neighbors and terrible people, but they're attractive. I'm what?
You think that?
No, I've read the comments.
It's a consensus.
I've read the consensus in the comments of like who's watching them. They're like, he's so dreamy, all that stuff. Like, I understand. Like,
they look. No, I'm not. Never mind.
No, say it.
No, all right.
Call him out.
Logan, you look like a sock puppet. He's so bad, and you know what? I think puppet? Jake, sock puppet.
They're not gonna do nothing. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll take him to the ring. And the younger one, whatever his name is, he looked better in that bloodied up photo that they posted after the fight. I gotta say, I'm sorry. They're jacked up. Why, like, 12-year-old girls are attracted to that, I don't know. Look up pictures of Paul Rudd or Channing Tatum.
Actually, no, I don't want 12-year-old fans and girls looking at me. 18-year-old fans looking at me.
Better than the other way
around. It's gonna happen, bro. Well, hopefully.
No, I don't think I have that type of aesthetic to me. I think I have more of the George Lucas aesthetic.
George.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna, when I get old, I'm just gonna hide my stock options in my neck. Have you seen his neck?
Hey, man.
It's got its own Tumblr page. For real. It's so big, it's got its own Tumblr page.
Dude.
It's literally just like his neck is his chin to like his collarbone is just straight skin. There's like no like indent. It's just like goes out. It's like a frog. I love you, George Lucas, by the way. You're the reason why anyone's doing filmmaking right now. But at the same time, your neck.
Horseshit.
He brought digital into.
Wait, do you think that's where he had created the frog people, like from the first?
You mean like Jabba?
Yeah,
he does kind of.
Yeah, Jabba is just
no. Remember the king people?
The king people?
Yeah, they're like the big.
The Wookiees?
No, motherfucker, like.
Oh, the sea people?
No,
Jabba.
No, fucking holy shit! Why am I blanking so hard right now?
Oh, the Gungans from Phantom Menace?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, the underwater people.
He does kind of look like the leader of the Gungans.
Yes, the king dude.
He does kind of look like him. Oh my god!
You just see that neck, like when his turn this way, his neck's still back here.
Oh my god!
And so it's like.
So. Yeah, no. Fuck.
With it.
Alright. Back to my money's on KSI. All that being said, I guess that's what's going on.
I think it's going to be another draw, or they can really go for it and they can start, like, get everyone to pay, like, the day of the fight, and then just have it crash. And be like, oh, sorry, whoops. No second fight.
That was another thing. There's, like, apparently, like, shitty connection for a lot of people on the... Because
the feed was probably fucking mobbed.
Yeah, so many people wanted to watch them get their ass beat.
Yeah, but the Twitch, ironically...
That's why I was going to tune in.
Ironically, the people pirating it on Twitch had better bandwidth than YouTube's direct stream.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, it kind of makes sense. I guess, like, I get it. Like, YouTube definitely has more volume going to it, but the speed that Twitch needs to do it to broadcast what it does is, I think it's a lot more.
I don't know. I think it. I don't know. I think just it could just be like they had less bandwidth. Although one of them had 400,000 like views at one time. The Twitch ones. It was ridiculous how many views this shit got.
That dude probably made so much fucking money.
Probably not. I think people just do it for the clout. The people that just like, or not even the clout. I think it's like digital Robin Hood. I feel like people feel like they're in a way.
Dude, just think about it. If you got $1 per viewer.
Well, you have to
$400,000.
You have to be a partner, and you're not gonna risk your partnership for the KSI fight. You know what I'm saying? You're basically risking.
My crazy ass would.
I wouldn't. Because I'm not gonna. I'm also notorious for like not like plagiarizing or like. I've also never like pirated software. Like I'm
really?
Deadass. Like I'm that super OD.
I have.
Now, don't admit to crimes, Dustin.
Everyone I know has.
I was out of country. Don't matter. Don't count.
Still matters. If you kill somebody in another country, that shit matters.
Only in that country. Only in that country.
Damn.
As fucked up as it sounds, it only matters in that country.
Exactly.
What country?
Fuck you, I'm telling you.
I've also never pirated music. Like I'm that type of dude. I'm a square. I know. I'm boring.
You're good guy, Matt.
I know.
No, I'm just saying, the MP3 converter sites are awesome.
I will say multiple.
Oh my gosh, they're all shut down now.
I know they have been shut down. I did use those for mixtape records, but those weren't for sale anyway.
Yeah.
Those don't count. I'm still good at it. Don't worry. I pay for title. All right. Next topic. I guess we should just move right into this because it's kind of like streaming related, unfortunately. During a Madden tournament this past week in Florida, there was a shooting. Apparently 2 people were killed and 11 were injured, from what I understand.
I thought it was 4 people killed.
No, it was just two boys.
I heard, 2. What I heard initially, people were saying 4, but then when I watched the news yesterday, they said 2.
Oh, okay.
So...
Because we were watching it, like, live when all the shit was happening, because we were at my girl's house for her birthday. And everything like that. We were at her parents for dinner and stuff like that, and the TV was on, and I looked over, I was like, holy shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, and they had all the people, like, at the scene, like, first giving the interviews. There's the guy that was talking live. He said that when everything started, the first thing he did, he ran straight into the bathroom, and he hid in that motherfucker for, like, 10 minutes. or 15 minutes or some shit like that, and then he's like, once he knows to calm down, he fucking snuck right the fuck out and fucking booked it the fuck out of there. But he was like in there like,
I mean, it's a crazy situation. Like it's
over a fucking game.
Over a fucking game.
Well, I mean, I don't think people just do that because they're angry or they're a sore loser. Like, he definitely has like some mental illness. But
he has because he definitely had mental illness. Because from what I understand, people checked his Twitter, and apparently during mass shootings, he would tweet out sort of sympathetic tweets allegedly towards the shooter. So he had signs, which is weird. Like, no one ever.
And they were also saying at first too, when it was that there was a possibility of a second shooter or something like that. Like, but I don't know. I guess it got all narrowed down just to this guy.
Yeah, from what I understand, he was just one crazy dude who lost a Madden tournament, and
I don't know. Video game tournaments need stricter security.
Well, it was at a mall. I'm pretty sure it was at the mall, like Tampa Mall or something like that.
Either way, you need better security for stuff like that.
Yeah, honestly, in general, YouTube events, which is a reason even though I'm not that big, but I got anxiety. I'm not like being in places where people could know of me and I don't have security. Like, there's some events that I've thought about going to, but even though it's just like, I don't want to risk it, I'm not going without security because I can't afford security. But I also worry about that because I know these places don't have good security. Because for them, since they're internet websites or usually internet conventions, I feel like the mindset is, it's just a bunch of kids, or it's usually just a bunch of nerds. They're not going to do anything. But, I mean, you can't really... But
I don't get that, because everyone's like, video games make you aggressive, and video games make mass shooters and school shooters. So if that's what you believe, why wouldn't you tighten security at these events?
Well, that's two different cultures. The people who usually think that are politicians, parents, where the people running this event usually think of video games as just a hobby. They're usually against that. Like, even I used to do a lot of videos for Screw Attack. They used to, one of their memes on the site at the time was a politician named Jack Thompson. He was against, no relation, by the way.
I was say your dad.
No relation. But this politician was against Grand Theft Auto. Like, his entire way of getting elected was, he was like, I'm against Grand Theft Auto, it's getting everyone violent, all that stuff. They actually had him come to their convention for a debate because they're all about conversation, which was cool. But yeah, but Screw Attack's stance at this time, and the gaming community stance at the time, and I feel like it still is people who think that video games make you violent are crazy. It's just it's sort of the person.
I just think people who believe that are misinformed. Like, video games don't make a person violent. They channel their violence that they already have, or their issues that they already deal with through playing those video games.
The violence is predisposed.
Yeah. If it wasn't video games, it'd be music, it'd be movies, it'd be books, it'd be something. It'd be painting, it'd be some form of expression. All I know is art, but if you know any other form of expression, it might be building very gothic cars. I don't know how people express themselves, but if people have that,
and the people who don't, then they end up going around neighborhoods, start fucking murdering cats and dogs and all that bullshit, and then the next thing you know, you got a fucking serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Side note: I once had a dream that a bear attacked my prince, my baby prince. I punched it right in the face. I rocked that shit.
Rocked that.
Was it
bear,
like that
man.
Vine where that guy's walking out of his house, looks and there's a bear right there? Have you ever seen that?
No, I don't know. Yeah, I have seen it,
yeah.
But no, I went up to the bear and I just was like, and it just it just ran away. It didn't want no more.
Well, I bet.
It didn't want no smoke.
Yeah.
I fucked up a bear. It was in my dream. It's fine. Also, I'm one of the few people I'm learning this as I get older. Like, when I talk about people, when they have dreams, people just don't naturally have lucid dreams. Almost whenever I dream,
no, it takes a lot of work to learn how to do that.
I just naturally have a lucid dream. For some reason, I just know I'm in a dream. Sometimes I like to test myself to see honestly, in situations when I'm talking to a girl, I'll be like, let me see how this goes, and then when it doesn't work out, I'll be like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna be Superman. I'm gonna fly out this bitch.
I'm gonna make you a hotter version of you, peace, bitch.
No, I know. I usually end up doing some sci-fi shit after that. I'm just like, fine, if you don't want, I don't make them want me in my dream. That's a bad way to think.
I feel like that would be really hard to do. How do you control your dream that hard?
Yeah, it's not that hard.
That's what she said. It takes a lot of brain power.
Once I guess it's just like the fact that I just know I'm in a dream. That's just makes it easy. So I just think, all right, I want that can of soda, or I should make a can of soda.
Or that can of Monster. Monster sponsor us, please.
I mean, even when I'm dreaming and I know that I'm in the dream, I still can't control it. I just know that I'm in a dream, but I can't like change what's happening.
See, but that's what I'm learning. I'm weird that way. I guess I just know I'm in a lucid dream.
You've unlocked another section of your brain.
I've just unlocked the power.
Yeah.
I got Nintendo power. What can
Open
I say?
that dome up, Matt.
I've always wanted to do that. My issue is I become aware that I'm dreaming, but I can't control it, so I just get fucked up, and then I'm aware I'm getting fucked up. I'm like, I just want to wake up.
I feel you.
Goddamn.
I'm moving my mic around a lot. My bad.
Yeah, you've been mad fidgety with that today.
I know. I'm just in a hurry. I got a lot of shit to do. I know people. Side note: we were late. I was late a week on Broke Film School stuff. It's gonna come next week. We got a special thing coming this weekend. Don't worry. Surprise, surprise.
With some fries.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be on MyCrazyProductions, but follow me on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. You'll see about it. It's gonna be dope. Don't worry. I'm just saying. But final thoughts on the Madden video? Not video. Whoa. Sorry. Stream. Shoot.
Much love to the families of those who got injured and or fallen. But sad times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be there for each other and keep use your eyes better. Keep looking around and you should feel your gut. If things also don't feel right, you get a weird feeling about some shit.
Yeah, and also I think it's
don't go through with it.
I think if someone has signs where they're like sympathizing with these shooters multiple times,
call somebody.
If there's a pattern and you call somebody.
Preferably like the FBI or some sort of like authoritative figure.
Like he had like apparently he also had other calls, like he had signs. I'm not blaming anyone. It's not anyone's fault, but in the future, like anyone.
I mean, it's hard to see. Okay, yeah, he's sympathizing with the shooter, whatever. It's hard to see that and be like, well, he's mentally ill. You can just be like, well, yeah, he's looking at it from a different point of view, which is a fucked up point of view, but like.
No, you're right. You're right. You're
always
right.
Like easy to tell.
No, you're right. That's why. That's why I'm saying I'm not trying to blame anyone. This wasn't anyone's fault except for the shooter. I'm just saying I feel like as the society should have our eyes just a little bit more open to this stuff, and if we see anything, we need to be more proactive. Even if it ends up being nothing at this point, it almost, in a weird way, is just like almost can't take that risk.
Yeah.
Anyone could get a gun with a license, and it's just, even if they have mental health issues, it doesn't even stop it anymore. Like, it doesn't stop you. As long as you have a license, you're good. So it's just something that people should be just a little bit more aware of.
Yeah.
Including myself. I'm not absolved from this, obviously. Yeah, just statements. All right, next topic. Jesus, so many. Let's get to something a little bit lighter. Big Bang Theory is being canceled after like 12 seasons.
Hell yeah.
And it's not because the ratings are really going down. It's because it's gotten so expensive to produce because every actor gets like $1 million an episode.
Yeah, that shit is ridiculous.
And they make so much money on syndication, they don't need to make new episodes. Literally, the studio, is it CBS? Their thought process at this point is like, we could either spend another $250 million making another season, or we can make $1 billion just sitting on our ass producing nothing and just sitting on the syndication.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's wild though. So you guys, did you guys ever like Big Bang Theory?
I honestly,
you don't, obviously.
In the beginning, I hated it. I'll be the first to say in the beginning I hated it. But I watched 2 or 3 more episodes, and it honestly grew on me. I love it now, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it like some fans do, but I do follow what's going on in the seasons and stuff enough to know what's up. And I think it's due. I think it's ready.
It's my, I'm not going to lie, it's one of my, I don't watch it all the time, but it is one of my guilty pleasures. If I do see it on, I do actually like it.
It's good background.
Well, I also
because whenever I'm doing like editing or anything like that, photography, like I need just like some background. Unless trying to do some really exacting, like, you know, where I really need to hear, you know, what's going on.
Exactly.
Some background just to keep your brain moving and thinking. It works all right, little comic relief, but like, it's one of those things where I didn't catch it off the rip. You see here and there, you know, haha, you know, but it's all right.
Yeah.
I think it's nice that they can take like what, it's about roughly $250 million probably per season to produce it, right?
Yeah.
They could probably produce 2 other shows
in
that amount of time with that.
They could produce shit. The reason why it costs so much, like the actors just once you do a certain amount of seasons, the pay gets up. You get raised.
Exactly.
And now it's just to the point where it's like you just get paid so much. Like if they got a new season, the actors would get paid maybe like $50,000 an episode. Like it's such a drastic drop. They could fund literally 10 first seasons with just by canceling this show. 1 season of the show. Probably.
It makes sense business-wise. It really does. 100%. There's no other way to look about it. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, you know, all to the Big Bang Theory fans, but, you know, gotta move on. It's evolution.
Rip.
Yeah, it's time to weed out terrible shows off TV. Okay, I didn't used to hate it. I remember the first time I watched it, I was like on a plane, I was like, oh, what's this? Watched it, I was like, this is amazing, right? Now, though, I saw a video of Big Bang Theory without laugh track, and it just ruined the show for me. I was like, this is absolute garbage. This is trash.
The sitcom format has gotten very dated, which is why, specifically when I started The Boys, I wanted a more cinematic comedy. If people, cinematography nerds, all the shots have very shallow depth of field. That was very intentional because I want people to concentrate on the jokes, blur out the background, little technical stuff. But sitcoms in general are doing bad. They're not selling.
It's something that's, you know, when did the first sitcoms start? In the 60s?
I Love Lucy is kind of credited as the first
50s.
sitcom.
Yeah, absolutely.
50s, right?
Yeah, around the 50s.
So, come on, dude. That's 68 years.
It's it's crazy.
Probably. Almost 70 years. It needs to move on. Like, that's why you're starting to see all these more cinematic-based series and very heavily thickened story plot and storyline-based things. Yeah, a lot of them probably have horrible writing, and a little bit too satire for me. A lot of things, like, you know, but I mean, also depending on the age group you're targeting, that's what you could go for. You know, you're not going to put fucking Game of Thrones on ABC Family.
I mean, you always could.
I mean, hell yeah. I'm fine.
Just censor out the
send
sex
it.
scenes.
Full send. Should be. No, fuck it. If you're going to put it on, this shit, I feel like you shouldn't censor television. I really don't think you should.
Yeah, they had Secret Life of American Teenagers. Same thing.
Come on now.
Golden Show. Great.
I used to watch it.
It's so good.
That used to be my guilty. I used to follow that show. I'm not going to lie.
Same.
It was just me. All right. Next topic. So real quick, I guess I want to talk about this. Guardians of the Galaxy production has halted.
That's saddening to me. That was literally like my favorite miniseries within the Marvel spectra. Was like the first Guardians of the Galaxy is probably still in my plotting for 1, 2, and 3 of like my favorite Marvel movies thus far. My
issue is just like. This firing of James Gunn has hurt so many people. Like, Chris Pratt's gonna make more money, Dave Bautista, all of them are gonna make more money in other jobs. But like the grips, all that shit. This is working on a Marvel movie is kind of like a goal for any filmmaker. Like, I would love to work on a Marvel movie, and then now I'm sure they worked on the other 2, but even now it's just like, all right, I gotta find more work. Because this is supposed to be contracting for people. I know a lot of people don't know.
And look at all the toy makers and shit like that and everything, and that they make all the products and shit like that. And one another relying on that shit.
Well, I'm
updated costume ideas and shit like that. Things to start drawing up on the computer and miniaturizing and shit to get into production and shit.
Well, those are but that's kind of different. That's licensing. They don't really handle that. That's
No, I meant, but like still, like even like make like say all those action figures and shit for all that stuff, or even newer villains shit. It all takes molds to make, dude.
Yeah,
and all that.
Well, but that's obviously still gonna happen no matter what. And those contracts, like those people. My thing is those people that do that, Like, it isn't the same Marvel crew working on every movie. Like, they have different Marvel crews, but like pretty much, like Hasbro makes all the toys. So just because Guardians is a little delayed, they still got Captain Marvel. They still got DC. They still got.
That's true.
Like, they still got everything. Like, whereas this is really just like, this is what they got. They got to move on, and they have to find other jobs now.
Yeah.
Like, if the toy makers, yeah, it sucks, but now that this is done, it's like, all right, fine, then we'll just work on the Captain Marvel toys right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little different.
A lot of these guys
still
though are in like the unions though too.
Yeah, but they still have to find work even if you're in the union.
Yeah, but generally though, you still like the people that are on that easily could just like go hit up like their union or be like, hey, what jobs are open right now? Put their and be like, oh, this person probably definitely wants you. This is that here. Like that's something I'm looking into doing.
You know, I get that, but at the same time, it's like this was a paycheck right now. You don't know when that next job.
Yeah.
You don't know when that next job's because like right now, all the shoots that are gonna happen right now or have already been planned. So now you gotta wait for the future, and then let's say, and you still want to work on Guardians, so you gotta think, well, I gotta make sure the schedule's around that. It's very sticky.
Yeah.
Like
it affects thousands and thousands of people.
Yep. Ripples. What do y'all think?
I mean, all of the cast stand with what's his name? Something. They all stand with him, so I feel like it's gonna like kind of be hard for them to find new work because people are gonna be like, oh, well, you support a pedophile? Get out of here.
No, I mean a lot of people are unsupportive of him. Even
I am, but
Kevin Feige. You know what's weird? Kevin Feige didn't know that he was fired. He found out in the media. He runs Marvel Studios. He didn't find out that Disney fired him until it hit the press. Like that's how over his head it was, and how like how quick this decision was. Like Disney fucked up. OD.
Always.
That's rough. Next topic. So Xbox has a new program where you have to where you can subscribe to Xbox Live, their Game Pass, and one other thing, and
Xbox Gold.
Xbox Gold. Oh yeah, no, that's Xbox Live. I can't forget. And you also get an Xbox. After 2 years, you pay off the monthly contract. You have an Xbox.
Well, you get the Xbox and then you pay it off.
Yeah, but it's essentially like your phone. It's like a lease until lease to own.
Yeah.
As long as you don't fuck up on the payments, you get to keep an Xbox. It's yours forever. Which is interesting.
I think it's a nice option. Don't get me wrong. For like the people who like they want to get into like people who are in college and shit like that, whatever, and they want to go out and get something, but they're on like a budget. You know what I'm saying? They can't come out to spend fucking $500 plus the game. Well, actually, all in total, probably for what you get started doing and shit, it's probably like like $600-700 between live, game, and then you gotta get the fucking.
Well, the Game Pass is $10 a month. And that's a service. It's kind of like Netflix, where you get like a certain amount of games.
What I was talking about with the games, I was just talking about like if
buying a game.
If you bought a game, like say Battlefield or something like that, where you gotta like buy the fucking season passes and shit like that, or whatever, for that game too, and depending on what you play,
Facts. No,
it'd be a lot to get you started.
How is Microsoft gonna make money off selling Xboxes if they're doing this? And everyone's gonna be thinking like, well, I don't have to buy an Xbox now. I just have to pay for all the add-on stuff. So no one's gonna be buying Xboxes.
I think it's just basically a jab at the competition between the Xboxes and the PlayStations. Specifically, because if people hear that, all the parents and shit like that around the holiday time should be like, oh wait, I only have to pay off fucking $10 a month, and I can actually
it's $35
or $35 a month, and I could still take this other $300-400 something other dollars I would have spent on this right up front now and get mad at this shit for other people.
Well, that's how they get you. I did the math. I don't know if it's exactly $35, but I did the math. It costs pretty much the same amount if you were gonna buy an Xbox. After the 2 years, it costs the same amount as if you were just gonna buy the Xbox.
So it's not like a car where you end up fucking like paying like at least a quarter or almost half extra than what the car was if by paying it off or whatever every month sometimes.
No,
interest and shit.
It's rent-owned, but it's definitely like that's how they're gonna make their money that way because it's still they're essentially rolling the dice on being the bank because like how are they gonna repossess Xboxes? They're not gonna pull up to the house repossess your Xbox.
And not for nothing too. If you don't pay it, they're just gonna pass off to collections, and the collections agency will pay them what they owe them, and then the collections agency will take the interest.
Well, no, I think since Microsoft's doing it, there's no collection agency because there's no like, unless they're taking that much of an L.
You never know. You never know.
They might. It's interesting. I wouldn't do it. I would just pay up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying it's a nice option.
It's definitely a nice option. I could definitely see it being used
It's
more.
alright.
Alright, next topic. So I want to talk about this. This hot, spicy shit.
Oof.
So,
Spicy.
YouTube doesn't want the Hudson Valley to win. I'm just calling it right now. It's a conspiracy. They don't want us to win. They don't want us to get views. And the reason why I think this, so local artist Paridson Fontaine posted a video this week. And when the song was so fire, it got banned from YouTube. YouTube doesn't want Hudson Valley to win. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
That's all I'm saying. It's conspiracy.
YouTube doesn't want anyone to win but themselves and the Paul brothers.
I
Just
mean,
gotta put that out there.
YouTube is Google, Google is California, and they've always considered themselves the Orange County.
I just saw
So,
something.
you know,
how Trump
there's
was
always
like,
gonna be shade thrown one way or the other.
true.
I'm just saying it. YouTube don't want us to win. Alright. YouTube don't want us to win.
Is that thunder? What is that?
No, it's the flex bomb. Chill. I'm turning into flex right now.
Oh god.
Wow.
What?
So on then.
What? I just lose my street cred right now.
Yes.
All of it. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You're
Everyone in
negative.
Newburgh
You're
wants you
negative.
out.
That's fine.
You're not even like to zero. You're like at like -40.
That's
You
fine. I
are-
never had any street credit. You
just
can't
gotta get
lose
the
what you don't
horn.
have.
Yes, you can.
You gotta go
Because you can get put into a deeper
No,
hole.
no, 'cause for the
You
flex
look like a
bomb.
negative baby back bitch.
That too.
You get a soundboard and just click it.
I'm just trying to support the Hudson Valley because I thought it was a little fucked up.
No,
The
I get you.
I think it was fire. The song is fire. DJ Khaled likes it. If DJ Khaled likes it, that's all that matters. Oh no, honestly, Charlamagne. He's with Charlamagne today. Like I saw his story, and Charlamagne's story, and they're posting with each other. They're like, the songs rap Charlamagne? They just don't want us to win.
Nope.
I'm just glad the OC's getting some love. The OCNY. OCNY. Shout out to Orange County, New York.
New York.
Yeah, it's always weird when people from Orange County, California, are like, I'm from Orange County. I'm just like, that's not the Orange County I know.
Word. Well, that's what I was saying, man. Like, there's definitely some beef between OCNY versus OCCA.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
They don't
Actually,
want
funny
this smoke.
story. One of our buddies, Brian Labuda, had a band back in the day known as the Naked Citizens.
Well, I've seen them.
This-
Actually, I used to see them quite a few times.
Dude, did he play the drums with his dick?
What?
No.
But he did play the drums.
I know he
anyway,
plays the drums.
It's an old ska band, and they were pretty well known locally. And they started blowing up within, like, the East Coast and everything like that. There's the Naked Citizens in OC, California, and they were starting to hit them with a cease and desist order and all that shit, and stop using the name and this, that, and third. Brian actually won out. So yeah, there's definitely issues between. The two.
They don't want the smoke. I'm just saying. We got them.
Like, they went all the way out here just to start some dumb shit.
I'm just saying we
Matt
combine.
got the strat.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. I mean, we combine Newburgh and Middletown alone. No, wait, no one's fucking with us. We're good.
Yo, facts.
You ain't wrong.
Facts.
You ain't wrong.
We know how to get down. Don't worry. But no, seriously. So have you guys listened?
I would say Detroit and Chicago maybe would be the only.
Oh no, yeah, no facts. We don't want no
party
issues.
harder.
We don't want no issues with Chirac or Detroit. Trick, don't hit me up. I love you. Don't hit. I love you, Trick. I love you, Trick. Don't send 100 people to my house. I love you. Please.
Unless you bring
beautiful.
your chicken nuggets.
Not even I can help you at that point, maybe.
Dude, Rick Ross
I don't think the government could help you at
Rick
that
Ross
point.
showed up
like
to
the
government
army.
could absolutely help.
Rick Ross showed up to a show in Detroit. Allegedly, it had nothing to. On the record, it has nothing to do with Trick. But at the same time, Rick Ross had beef with Trick in Detroit. He tried to do a show. There's 100 guys outside the venue saying he's not allowed in, and the show was canceled.
Didn't Rick Ross die?
No.
Oh.
No, he's still.
Conspiracy. Conspiracy. I do think he faked that shooting at his Phantom. I don't think that was real. There's no bullet holes in that car.
Unless they're just really bad at aiming. They need to play more video games.
He's a fat motherfucker. How do you miss him?
By not looking where you're shooting.
Like this.
By
Close your eyes.
by paying someone to shoot up in the air and make it seem like a publicity stunt. So that's how you do it. I'm saying it, Ross. Whatever. Come after me. You don't want the smoke. 50 will protect me.
Wait, so is he in the hospital or what?
No, he wasn't in the hospital. No, he's fine. What's wrong with Rick Ross? He just tweeted.
I don't know.
He literally tweeted yesterday, today's the day to boss up.
Why do I feel like I saw that he was in the ER in like critical condition, and then I thought he died?
No, he put someone in the ER in critical condition. His housekeeper or some shit like that.
What he said on her?
No, he pistol whipped him allegedly.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Yeah. Anyways,
Allegedly.
let's move on to the next topic. The greatest music video of all time. Oh wait. Next topic. The greatest song of all time dropped this week. Get the strap.
My stomach is growling so loud.
All right. Well, so get the strap dropped this past week. Not even this past week. Like 2 days ago. It's already got 5 million views. It's gonna be the hottest song. I'm saying it right now.
That wouldn't be the first time you were wrong though.
True that.
Excuse me, I was early on Bobby Shmurda. He went number 1. I was also early on Designer. He went number 1, and then he was a one-hit wonder. That's not my fault though. That's Kanye's fault. He didn't give him enough attention.
This is by the way, since you mentioned 50 Cent, I need to show you the best thing that ever happened to 50 Cent.
Wait, did you guys see the music video though? I know, I saw that.
Oh my.
Tekashi Cent, I saw that.
Yeah. Whoever did this.
69 Cent, I saw that.
Please, Matt, put a pop-up of this shit in the screen. I'll screenshot and send it to you. This shit is awesome.
I'm not doing it, 50. Don't worry. I'm not going to do it.
I'm just saying. No disrespect.
I'm not doing it to you.
Just,
I think
damn.
He probably endorsed that.
This is like almost on the level of burn
he's a master
that
troll.
fucking Jada and Styles P did to 50.
He's a master troll. Hey.
Just saying.
Hey, the Get the Strap video was fire. So, real talk, what did you guys think about the song? Because obviously, I fucking loved it. But, I want y'all opinion.
Trash.
You like the Tekashi verse.
No. I don't like the verse. I said that his lyrics are silly, whack, just whack. Yeah. But his flow goes with the beat. That's what I said. So it was like bearable to hear because his flow was okay. But the lyrics sounds like I stuck my head in a garbage can and hit the side of it.
My first move was tell y'all to suck my dick. Matter of fact, suck my dick with your mama's lips.
I have to say, you know what? That's so poetic that it just got me so deep.
Y'all be running out your mouth. I'm just saying. I just like that he posted his clip of the music video on Instagram. Heart eye emojis. I'm so lyrical.
That was the best, honestly.
He's the master troll. He knows it too. That's the thing. Like, but Dusty, have you seen the Get the Strap video? What do you think of the Get the Strap video?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not throwing shade, but I'm throwing shade. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Keep in mind, I have 50 Cent headphones on.
I know. How long is the
50
video?
Cent in your pocket.
Too long.
4 minutes.
I cannot spare the 4 minutes to go out of my way to go up to my computer where I was probably already playing video games on my fat ass.
You haven't seen
to watch the video.
You didn't hear the song?
I could not spare.
He said, no, I'm not gang. No, he said, I'm not gang. No, I do not bang. Just listen to the song. 50's verse fire.
Put it this way, brother.
Spare your brain cells. Don't listen
Stop.
to it.
This is going to be number 1. I'm saying it right now. It's going to be number 1 on the Billboard. Not hip-hop Billboard. Hot 100 Billboard. It's going to be number 1.
I researched all the topics. Say one. And there's reason.
Why?
Because I don't care about 50.
Well, the only reason I care is I was one of the first people to announce the song.
You love 50.
August 4th, I announced the song before anyone on G Unit did.
No, you're right.
That's why I care. And I was right.
He said and I was right.
It dropped at that time.
For that, I will give you a congratulations.
And then
if Josh was here, he would give me a slow golf clap for you.
And then he'd ask me who's my plug for it.
Yeah.
Who was it?
So do we want to talk about who I think is the guy leaking all the information to my guy?
Why not?
So I think it's Uncle Murda.
Word?
Yeah. Because I've noticed, like, since he's been signed to G Unit, like, this guy's, who's, from what I understand, is, like, really, like, in the streets of New York. That's how he really knows it. He just, like, connects with people, not, like, doing work, like, selling drugs. He just connects with people, so he hears a lot of stories. And then I saw him post something once where he was talking about Game and 50 getting back together. And one of the ways he said it was going to happen was during the Chris Brown tour that 50 didn't end up going to, he was going to bring Game out at the LA show. And he said Uncle Murda told him that. And then this song comes out. It was originally supposed to be a 50 Cent song. You could tell because 50's on the hook and 50's on the last verse. But then when it's released, it ends up being an Uncle Murda track, a G Unit artist. So, I mean, he already admitted Uncle Murda told him about the Chris Brown concert, and Uncle Murda's on this track, and it ends up being his song. Like, I think Uncle Murda's leaking shit to certain people.
He's a snake.
No, stop. We're not saying that about Uncle Murda. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna get killed.
Yeah,
Probably.
maybe.
Walk it off, you'll be alright. Cat's got 9 lives.
I thought you were gonna. He's got a song called Cameron Voice where it's people get shot every day, but you be alright. You tough, right? Cameron Voice.
Nah, I'm not that familiar to just rip puns out the sky like that.
I thought if you did, that would've been fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I'm new school to the hip hop industry, rookie.
Nah, I love Uncle Murda. I feel weird saying that. I might bleep it out. Just so
Yeah, he's my favorite uncle I have so far.
I mean, see, there's Uncle Snoop, then there's Uncle Murda. You can't forget about Uncle Snoop.
Uncle Snoop is like the fun uncle that lets you smoke weed in every room of the house.
Uncle Murda's the guy you call
while
when
laying
someone's
down some knowledge, though.
Yeah, exactly. Uncle Murda's the guy you call when like someone's really fucking with you.
Yeah, like, dude, Uncle Murda, Jimmy just showed me in a locker at school. And you call him up and he goes,
you don't want me to call my Uncle Lenny. He tried to change his rap name recently, Lenny Grant. That's his real name. So.
That doesn't. No,
it didn't really work out.
It really doesn't work.
It doesn't work out. I think he's realized that, and he's going back to Uncle Murda.
I mean, the shock value would be awesome, though.
What, Lenny Grant?
Yo,
if anything, he should call the album.
I'm gonna get my
Grant.
Uncle Lenny. Yo, this fool gonna get his. Oh shit, that's his Uncle Lenny.
Well, I forget what the original name of the title. The album that came out was called "Don't Come Outside." He originally wanted to call it "Don't Come Outside After 10 P.M.," but it was too long.
No.
And then the album he's gonna call "The Lenny Grant Story." So that's the name of the album. But then the "Don't Come Outside" album he just released, he also released it under Lenny Grant. Like, you have to search under a different name for it. It literally is still same face, produced by G Unit, but all that different stuff.
Shit.
So yeah, get the strap.
Get the strap. No, I'll probably check it out.
It's honestly, in my order of verses, it goes 50, obviously. And then 6ix9ine, Uncle Murda, Casanova.
Wait. 6ix9ine's on this track?
6ix9ine's on this track. His first line is, "My first move, I told you all to suck my dick. Matter of fact,
I missed that part.
Suck my dick with your mama's lips."
I hate that kid.
That's his first 4 bars. Fire, he's lyrical.
I can hear his voice in my head now, and it's just so irritating.
It's
You done ruined her night, Matt.
6ix9ine is like a
I ruined
thuggerific
multiple
reaper.
nights. It's fine.
Oh.
What?
Shit. Put out that laundry on the clothesline some more, brother.
What? We joke on the podcast.
I know.
I was so. What just happened? I was so.
I don't know, I missed it.
Yeah, me too.
I was too busy dissing 6ix9ine.
I was listening to your diss, so I didn't hear what
That's
you
fine.
just said.
I said I've ruined multiple of your nights before.
Oh yeah, countless.
Yeah. There you go. And so next topic. Well, there's 2 topics left. I don't know how we're gonna get into this. We'll end with the other one. So, penis hoarders.
Love them.
There was a
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as where we go with this.
There's a news story this week. There was I believe it was a mortician
Oh, yeah.
who was cutting off penises from the dead bodies and hoarding them, and has hoarded over 200 penises.
That's not real.
I was gonna wait.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was gonna trick him, and then
It was real.
You suck.
so
Yeah.
ended up being a viral story that ended up the next day you found out it wasn't real at all.
So I'm pretty sure that was on like Snapchat news or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Like the
everywhere.
story.
You know what the funniest thing, someone actually had to make a public statement saying we've never had an employee steal, like cut, remove, steal like genitalia in any way, shape, or form. It's just like you had to make a public statement about that.
I mean, short of having bodies exhumed, how else are you gonna do it?
Oh, it's crazy. Imagine your business is being accused of having an employee that's stealing penises.
No, that's weird, man.
Yeah, the mugshot was weirder though.
My
That's
thing
why I
is,
looked
hold
at
up.
it.
Yeah.
My thing is, how would the people's family know if his penis got stolen or not during the autopsy?
Well, that's the thing. It's a hoax. Someone just made up a fake story and
I'm
said.
just saying.
Well, yeah, no one would ever find out.
Well, theoretically, if the story would have came out, my logic would have been that they busted the perpetrator who stole the...
He's just lying on a bed of penises.
Yeah, right.
He's got a couch of penises. He's just lying
It's
on.
like a couch made of jars of formaldehyde and just
Hey,
a bunch
man,
of schlongs
that's how
in it.
motherfuckers weird like that work.
Dude, it's like the governor from Walking Dead.
Look at
Instead
all
of
the
jars of heads, it's jars of
great
penises.
serial killers.
We ain't talking about pickling sausage.
I just see like a pile, kind of like a beanbag chair full of penises. And that's just
Some weird shit, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
shit. Oh. Come on. Stop,
Did you just
stop
get the
teasing.
fuck over here, asshole?
Stop teasing. Get right here.
get your ass in here.
Hey, podcast people.
Hey, my guy.
Squeeze in.
Yeah.
Squeeze in.
Somebody.
What are we talking about?
So some guy
Penis
cut off.
hoarders.
Yeah,
hoarders.
some guy's been cutting off penises at his cemetery job. And yeah, he's.
Where?
Cemetery job.
Fucking some funeral
Where?
home, man.
Fuck if it was like in Bumfuck, Kentucky or some shit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be Florida. But
Yeah, no. It actually turned out that was a hoax, but it lasted for like a day, and the what's it called, the cemetery house or whatever, they had to make a public statement saying we do not have an employee that's removing penises and hoarding them.
oh, it wasn't real.
No, it wasn't real. They're not hoarding penises.
Unfortunately, no.
That's whack.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, so what's up, guys? What's up? Back on the podcast for the day. Half hour late.
Towards the
No,
end of
like
the
an
podcast.
hour.
You're an hour late.
Hour late.
We literally just got done talking about Get the Strap video. What'd you think?
I didn't watch it.
Fuck.
See?
Good man.
I heard some bad shit about 50 Cent today.
What? I announced the
That he
video.
was hating on A$AP Rocky for having a satchel. It's a satchel, not a purse.
Oh, so do you want me to go into that?
No, I don't care. No, I don't care. I haven't talked about 50 Cent in like 4 weeks.
It's probably refreshing, right?
Yeah. Actually, that's a lie. I think I have.
Yeah, because he's hot. He's spicy. All of our 50 Cent episodes are some of the highest viewed episodes. I'm just saying.
That's because the only people Googling 50 Cent still are like, fuck it, I'll watch it. Alright.
It's the most relevant information I can get on him.
So Penis Cutter was fake.
Yeah, penis cutter was fake.
There was some
Unfortunate.
dude in Queens the other day where I'm at now who was cutting off, or was robbing people with a machete.
Oh,
Women.
What?
Damn.
That's wild.
Jesus Christ. Yo, do you
Well,
see
that's-
shit like that? Not to like sound like fucked up or anything like that.
The
but,
news
like,
reported
in, like,
it as a large knife, but we all know what that means.
I feel like, why are you guys all surprised? Like shit like that happens in the city all the time.
I
So
feel
why-
like that would more happen in the jungle.
Well, this
or
is a
like
podcast.
yeah,
We have to-
Cambodia
we
or
have-
something.
This is a podcast. We have to emote.
Also,
Oh my
no,
gosh!
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really surprised. Who the fuck
Yes,
is carrying
now you're getting
around a machete in New York City? Like,
Someone who really wants the job done.
Yo,
it's like, you know, it's like there are people, like,
That's like somebody walking around
he
like
high-
England
but,
with
yo,
a broadsword or
actually,
something.
fun story. One time I was at a party in high school, and some guy,
Did you get the strap?
some guy at
the
the party,
machete.
all of a sudden, like, it's like, he knew one of my friends, and we were getting picked up because the cops came, you know. We were getting picked up from his sister. And he's like, yo, I don't want the cops to, like, I don't want to talk to no cops. Can I just hang over here? Because we were, like, kind of hiding, waiting for his sister to come, you know. It's like high school.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, yeah, I just don't want the cops to me. I got a big ass knife on me. and his big ass knife was a fucking machete that he had in his pants.
Damn.
Why?
Like, just down
Why
the
do you
side
need
of
a
his
machete
pants.
at a party? Like,
But,
just
like,
in case.
I'm talking his shit was so saggy that you couldn't tell. And I'm like, you were walking around with that? Like,
No one's gonna fuck with
My
you.
dude was walking around with a
Damn,
sword.
that's literally the living embodiment of my character on The Boys.
no, he was a real guy, too.
That's
Except
fucking
the hammer
crazy.
guy
I'm
was
not
shitty,
gonna
just
lie,
like-
somebody like jumped somebody with a baseball bat at that party. He was like, I was ready. I had to be ready. I knew this fight was gonna happen.
Oh my god.
I'm like, so you brought a fucking...
He was ready to fuck
I
someone
was like,
up.
at this point, yeah, get in the car with us. I don't know what type of person you are.
Damn.
You might kill me if I don't.
Facts.
Jesus.
I mean, I got a bat and baseball glove in my car. Which
Damn.
makes a difference, people.
I mean, I always have my Leatherman on me, and I always, so, people.
Do you be getting in road rage and walk into your trunk? Oh, angry?
I've
Shit, if somebody sees me heading for my fucking, like, my trunk, dude, and I haven't dealt with you already, then you already know it's just not gonna be good.
Yeah. If I see someone, just in
Note
general,
to self.
if I see someone going for their trunk after having road rage towards me, I'm driving away. I'm not taking a risk.
I just realized that sounded really fucked up. No, I would never just, like, you know, cause mass, like, havoc.
You're not gonna actually get the strap.
No,
we
yeah,
understand.
I'm not
Apparently,
going
it's
to get
illegal
the
to
strap.
pull out your gun and like point it. It's like brandishing a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my biggest paranoias.
That's kind of what's the point of having a gun if I can't point it directly at somebody?
Because you're only supposed to point at somebody when you intend to use it.
Yeah, but like seriously though, well, then what's the point?
So you can use it if you have to.
Speak towards
Absolutely.
Dusty's because it's a little awkward. For
I don't understand. What's the point of that shit?
Well, technically, if you use.
I only want a gun so I don't have to shoot it.
Actually, no. Keep going towards Jim's. You're a little.
Yeah, I only want a gun so I don't have to shoot it.
So no, but like the idea.
Aim it at people.
The
It's for
idea
use it
is.
for.
I know it sounds. The idea. Well, no. The idea if you're gonna use it on a person, the purpose is to kill them.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
To stop them. To stop them.
The purpose. If you're gonna point a gun at someone, your purpose is to kill them. You're not gonna stop them
To stop the threat.
by
Like,
killing.
what if you're aiming at their foot? Your point
could still-
is
you-
to kill them by shooting them in the foot.
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
then
no. All right, you may as a person not always have the intention of killing someone, but when you point a gun at someone, you should always think the end outcome is they're gonna die, even if you aim for the foot, because they could just bleed out. You could just
Or
leave them
ricochet.
You can hit like a weird artery if you end up missing. Hit the leg.
I had
Like,
steel-toed boots on you, motherfucker. Ricochets off and hits him in the face.
Like
That's
that.
It's just
Ultimate
safer
karma.
to say I shot him in the chest to stop the threat.
Yes. 100%.
But no.
If it hit him in the head, I'm sorry, I have a hard pull on my trigger finger.
Yeah.
And the idea
My
is
bad.
It just
the idea for
sees
that-
up to the top
The idea-
every time.
Well, you know what? What's the point? I'm just saying. If I can't
Well,
just...
the idea is like you should only be doing it
Calm down!
to defend yourself, but there should be no
Yes.
reason you should point a gun at someone unless they're pointing a gun at you first.
But what does defeat?
What if they
If
are
they got a
pointing a
knife, I'll start
machete at
shooting.
you?
Then if they're, I believe like it's like you have to prove that they had intent to try to hurt you, so you have to.
If
Well,
they're
if they're
within
pulling a
20
machete
feet,
out
the
of their
knife.
pants, I'd assume, yeah, they want to hurt me.
Well, yeah,
Word.
no, but it.
Word.
Generally,
again,
yeah.
Nobody just walks down the street with a fucking machete in their
Anybody
hand.
who has a machete anyway, you shoot at them, they're gonna cut the bullet.
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay,
for
Deadpool.
real.
Cut the bullet. Mad quick.
But that would be
can't do
easy.
that.
The way you tell though is like if they're
Ryan
shot,
Reynolds,
if
not
they're
that
shot in the
cool.
back, that usually isn't a sign that they weren't
Tom
like
Mccain,
trying
though.
to hurt you. But if they're shot in the front, then it's like there's ways that cops kind of
Yeah.
like single out if the intention of
Enter and exit wounds.
yeah.
Girl, I took forensics, I know.
It's not even forensics.
Science.
Science.
Just
Math.
yeah, physics.
I mean, I think it's technically science.
Science.
Everything is science.
well, physics is science.
Did I delete the
science.
topics?
Math.
I
you
deleted.
have a recently deleted folder.
I do have a release. Well, we were on the last topic anyway, but so
Yep.
Josh, before we get to the last topic, because it's really just like a cap. What have you been up to?
Nothing.
How's the city been?
Well, he caps.
I went to my first Bronx barbecue the other day. I'm gonna start renting grills. It's my new side hustle. I'm gonna buy like 5 grills. You can rent them for $20.
You're never gonna get this shit back.
Oh, I know, but they're only $30. So if like 2 or 3 people give them back, I'm like making my money.
I don't think anyone's gonna give him back. They're like, look at this idiot who just gave me a grill.
I'm gonna put
Word.
one of those ink sensors on it.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm Dusty. I sit mad low when I fucking talk. What is... How? How?
I have no idea because you guys are like the same height too.
I don't understand.
Is it comfortable or no?
No.
I said probably not at all.
I forgot which track was it, which policy.
He
So
done made me short voiced.
So you haven't been up to anything? Did you find a job yet?
Not really. Kinda. I don't know.
Selling grills.
I guess sound gross. You're right.
Selling grills. That's my new side hustle.
And no, we ain't talking
Ooh.
teeth covers either.
You could sell both. Sell grills out of a grill. So like when someone comes up like, yo, you want to buy a grill? And then open the grill and it's just full of gold grills.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything exciting that happened.
Business.
How you sit like this, bro?
My back's fucked up.
I don't understand.
I'm starting a band. Like a fully Jewish band. And I'm going to call it Menorahs and Torahs. I'm really excited about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Menorahs and Taurus.
Yeah, I totally forgot to tell you about that.
Can I be the lead like dreidel spinner at the concert? Like
Are you
What about
Jewish?
Yes.
What about
Have you had a bar mitzvah?
No, but
Then no.
I have had well, it wasn't ceremoniously, never mind.
What about the Jews?
What?
Huh?
Do Jew.
God.
With the S at the end.
Yeah.
The do Jews.
Jesus Christ.
They're the backup singers.
Jews. And
I like
we.
it. I'll co-sign
That
it, whatever.
sounds like a fucking sitcom.
Y'all
Yeah.
can't pull
Yeah.
up on
Oh,
it.
full circle.
That's the sitcom. That's their TV show for the Menorahs and Torahs band.
I got 3% European Jew in me.
The do Jews.
So, I guess last topic. I mean, it's not my last topic. I guess it's like just a
I
capsule.
thought that was the last time.
No, well, yeah, no, this is more like a capsule thing. John McCain passed away this past week.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot
Hold
about
on.
John.
Do
McCain.
Jews because we all come in different circumcises. That's the shit. That's the shitcom.
That's the trailer. Oh my god.
Get it in the works, dude.
Oh my god. We'll get.
I saw that John McCain died, and I'm not gonna be the first one to probably offend everybody on the internet collectively. I don't really care.
No,
Same.
I know. I understand. I understand the people who don't really care, but at the same time, I care just because he served in the military for 20 years, and then he also served as a politician, which usually I don't like
He was also
politicians.
prisoner of war for 5 years.
That's another.
Yeah.
And he was on.
and for in the Vietnam War.
And he was on some Young Jeezy shit. Like, I respect Young Jeezy when there was a situation recently when he went to jail with his crew. He didn't just bail himself out immediately. He waited till he bailed out everyone else, and then he went last. That was the same situation with John McCain. Like, he was granted to leave, but he was like, no, I'm not leaving until all my men also leave too.
Like, he
Well,
was
so I
a
respect
great
that.
guy, totally honorable, but, I mean,
And then
Yeah.
so it
exactly.
didn't really affect me so hard where I'm, like, sitting here
no,
fucked
but
up over it.
I'm not fucked up over it. But
I think it's fucked up that
I do feel like
turd sandwich president.
Oh, yeah, no, that was
Pay your
messed
respects
up.
is what he's trying to say.
You know, I'm not like bawling over it, but I do want to pay respects because he did serve for 20 years, and even as a politician, like, I don't agree with all of the decisions he tried to make, but I do feel like he genuinely tried to do what he thought was best for the country, even if that, in your opinion, even in some people's opinion, wasn't the best idea. Even in my opinion, some of his ideas weren't the best idea, but he always felt genuine to me, and all the extra service.
Like, so
he did.
it's not. I'm not saying like I don't give a shit, but I'm like, I'm like surprised how big of news it is. I guess I'm like, whoa,
I'm not
Dude,
really.
there's been plenty of other like politicians,
Well, it's
like
because he
guys
was
who have
also-
died, and I've never heard about people being like.
Well, because
it's because
The
Trump
fact that he was a
sensationalized it.
president,
No,
the
I
fact
think-
that he ran for president pretty recently.
He ran for president multiple times recently.
Actually, yeah, multiple times. He fucking, he's a veteran, a war.
I'm just saying, didn't
prisoner of
George
war.
Bush's dad just die or
No, his
the wife?
Yeah, his.
Yeah, but George Bush's dad
George
didn't
Bush's wife.
serve. Huh?
It's Bush Senior's wife, I think.
Yeah,
Bush
Oh, the
Bush's
first
wife
lady?
the
died.
first lady.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
And that-
cares?
See, but that was in the news kind of too.
Yeah, but again, John
Not as
McCain
hard,
was
though.
a war hero, and then he was a prisoner of war, and he also didn't leave right away when he could have. He stayed with his men. That's why people are spending a little bit more time honoring him.
Well, shout out to that, but
Yeah.
I'm just like, why is this national news? God damn it, Trump.
You also have to keep in mind
It's because
what's
Trump
relevant.
is pissing people off. Oh, you
Yeah.
fix this?
Yeah, we got a clamp.
Clamp.
You also have to keep in mind what's relevant at that time. Sometimes, when you see puppies on the news, you know there was nothing relevant that week.
Yeah.
You know?
John McCain was the most relevant thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
There
it
wasn't
distracted
anything
people
I
from
can-
Trump's bullshit.
I also just feel like he's one of the few people. Like there are people, they're like actually just like very like 1 in a million. I feel like the people in this room are some of those people.
Oh, thank you so much. I know.
I feel like the people in this room are some of those people.
1 in a million is still a shit ton of fucking people. Cause
I know it is.
7 billion.
It is, but it isn't
Yeah.
it isn't 1 in 10. Let's be honest.
7.5, yeah.
It's like you're
isn't-
generic, but not that generic.
It's not HPV 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? 1 and 2 people have HPV.
Oh, it's like gonorrhea,
Yeah.
syphilis.
So like you know, I just wanted to pay some
Cold
respect.
sores, everybody's got them.
Dude, STD rates in the U.S. are flying,
Yeah, they're
dude.
skyrocketing.
Except for
It's
me,
bad.
'cause I'm celibate.
True, you don't have an issue
I mean,
with that.
I'm in
Really?
I'm in a one-woman relationship, so
I've read about
we're both
that,
good.
but is
so.
that
Watch out for syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia.
Don't
They're
even
on
worry
the
about it.
rise.
Don't even
chlamydia
worry
is
about
not
it.
really that crazy.
Yeah, you just like piss green, right? Gonorrhea.
No, you honestly like if you think that you have chlamydia, if even for a second, you take 1 pill and it's done. I've never gotten it, but I don't know. Like I've had a girl be like, "Yo, I have chlamydia," and I went and got tested, and they were like, "Nah," but they still give you the medication. It's 1 pill.
See-
It's like a horse pill.
This is
Yeah,
why.
it's an antibiotic.
So you're like, fuck prevention. It's all about the cure. So as long as there's a cure for this STD, I can do whatever the hell I want.
Or wait,
America. Fuck yeah.
or you wait till you're married, like I am. 'cause
And then you
I'm
find
celibate.
out your spouse
And then you
has
found out she has
chlamydia.
herpes, and she's like, "Good thing we're getting married."
Yeah, exactly.
Good That's why I waited for after the wedding.
Have
Gotcha.
fun with the cold sores on your dick.
Oh, and if we divorce, guess what? You're never gonna find another mate. Oh, unless they have herpes already.
I mean, I
Yep.
could just. I mean, I could.
It matter your chances of Roy Slim.
I mean, I feel like we'd have that conversation beforehand, before marriage.
You would think that.
Kids
I
gotta
would
wear,
hope-
you gotta
I would-
wear Jimmy's, kids.
No, you're right. I didn't ask a girl if she had until afterwards. I thought about it. We were unprotected. I was like,
Bro, you don't ask beforehand though, or else she will not fuck you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
Yeah,
insult. Like,
that's-
what do you think I'm dirty? Is that,
Yeah,
is
dead
that
ass.
it?
she gave me that look afterwards when
You
I
just
asked, and I was
pray.
like, I played it off. I was like, never mind. I'm just high right now.
You just pray that they're
Yeah. Fuck that. I'm like, yo, bitch, you ain't got nothing, right? Alright, we good.
No, I looked over at
It's
her.
a standard question.
I looked over at her. She was cleaning up, and I was just like,
Also, it's right after you fuck. That's still in
Yeah.
the same window, just so you know.
yeah.
yeah, it was pretty wild. I was pretty crazy.
She's like, yeah, and you're like, still hit though. Flying away.
I mean, that's how I played it off. I'm like, I'm just high in the pussy right now. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yo, that's
That's some
first-
corny shit. Well, yeah, we're in DMX's
Shout out
house.
to the dogs.
So people don't know we're holding down DMX's house until he gets out of prison.
It's wild. His dogs are crazy.
That's why there's all the dogs barking.
I once made that joke. I once made that joke at a family Christmas party. Looked at me and was like, God damn it.
Yeah, you had that look.
So
Yeah.
I can see this.
yeah, no, you definitely don't ask that question.
You don't. Okay, if you're hitting it raw, I would be like, yo, you're clean, right? Like, I just want to make sure. Like, I just
I wasn't
met you.
planning on it.
Okay, maybe if you just met the person.
No, we
Yeah.
were talking for a month, but even then,
I don't know. I'm not
like,
gonna
even
lie.
still-
I feel like a smooth time to do it when I've like always done it is like you ask in like the making out session of it, like when you know it's about to go down, you're about to go down
Well,
there,
here's-
and
alright.
like yo, wait,
I'm not
yo,
gonna lie.
try to hit him with the questions like, do I have to
Can
wear
I-
a condom or not?
Can I?
That shouldn't be a question.
No, just if you hit him, it's about how they're gonna answer.
Yeah, I get
It's about
that.
how you're gonna answer.
Yo, so
I
she
would
goes,
always.
yeah. You're like, oh shit, she's got something.
Yeah, true. No, because if she's like, oh, I'm on birth control, you're like, clean. Bow to hell.
No, see, that's how I actually. All right, so if we want to open up, so the way that it actually happened.
You should always use a fucking condom now.
So
Especially if you do
so,
one night stands.
So can we
The
open
thing
this?
is, like,
Can I explain?
I am not gonna ask somebody though, like, yo, you clean?
Well, no. Here's
Yeah.
how the conversation came up.
you clean?
Here's
Let
how,
me
Your
see.
pussy
Let me
does
check
some
it out.
dirt?
let me, here's how the conversation.
pussies think I'm out.
let me explain.
Explain yourself. Go for it.
Josh,
What?
let me explain.
Extra salt.
So Jim actually gave me condoms. To be fair,
You
Yes,
also
I
have
did.
like
Holes in them.
Jim should
45.
have held on to those.
You also have 45 in that jar.
facts. Yeah,
My
those
slugging
But those
days
are all like
long
trying to get somebody
over.
pregnant condoms.
no. Those are some
Fucking
Trojans.
lifestyles.
No, those are also Trojans, but they all expired. I threw them all away.
Oh.
The only
You expired condoms?
no, because I've had them so many years. They're for the boys. So many, I haven't. I don't get late. All right, next.
We know.
All right, back to what I was
You should
saying.
have just brought them to like Ak and been like,
Free
And put
condoms.
them on your desk and been like, and kids walk in, they're like,
Not for nothing.
fucking real, and you're like, yeah.
Not for nothing.
Yeah, I take this shit seriously.
I could see like somebody doing like some
my boss
F is for
said
family
love
shit,
on it,
poking
bro.
holes in fucking condoms and shit.
It's not love if you're using a condom.
Exactly. No glove, no love. But no, I mean, use glove. There's no love. Whatever. But let me explain. So I did have a condom. I literally pulled it out. I've talked about this before. I pulled it out of the box. She said, "You don't need that. I'm on the pill." So in my head, I'm like, "She's good." Then afterwards, after I did my thing, she looks at me in the eyes and she said, "I've only been on the pill for 2 days." And then I look her in the eyes. I'm like, "You're shitting me, right?"
Yeah, and then she said the pill prevents STDs, right?
No, then afterwards.
That was the next thing
No,
she said.
no. Then you know, I roll over. I'm just chilling. I'm just sitting. I'm just thinking for a couple seconds, and then she's just cleaning up in the corner.
Dude, was that your first time?
Second down.
Second time? That's horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's...
and I look at her. I'm like,
Wow.
And so in my head, all I'm thinking about is she's lied about the pill. I'm just like thinking, and I know she's. I don't want to slut shame her. She's been with multiple partners within the past since I knew her. So I didn't. So I was just like in my head, I'm like, so you're clean, right?
Yeah, she's on the pill. She's clean as a whistle.
Clean as from
That's
babies.
bonkers. I would have.
I'm not gonna lie, yo. I know that bitch though, and if you had been like,
Word.
yo, I'm wearing a condom because I think you might be dirty, she would have been like, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
no, she
for
wouldn't.
I'm
real.
crazy.
For real.
And if you want to wear a condom, well, I'm trying to have a baby, so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's sus as fuck.
No, for real talk.
Happens
I mean,
to the best of us.
I joke about like not getting laid, whatever, all that stuff. But for the first
guys
year,
suck.
there was a lot of times I could have, but I was just like too scared to, because like she
See,
mentally
Matt,
fucked me.
you end up turning into a Traposaurus Rex.
No,
That
but no, like
happened.
she mentally fucked me up for a little bit. Like I didn't want to have like it was. I only wanted to have like with someone I was definitely in a relationship with.
So
Now,
that's when you go to the
my
person
girl-
you're gonna sleep with. Be like, I need medical records. I need everything. I need shots.
Well,
I
no.
need doctor's
Immunizations,
visits,
vaccinations, rabies shot.
And here's this contract you have to sign
sir.
about your public conduct.
Well, you guys knew who
conduct.
I was. I was like I would only have been like done in a relationship with.
I dodged that bullet
was just
like
like-
Neo.
See?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
thanks.
didn't get
I
with
was
her.
like,
That's actually why we stopped talking, because she got so jealous of you.
I fucked her bitch.
Yeah. It was. What? Yeah. So she brought a friend over, and she's.
Who was her girlfriend?
Who was her girl? No, well, not really. She like your.
Fucked her bitch.
It like
Stolen.
she was into her,
you
but you
convert
weren't.
it?
No, they're both bi.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And then she was kind of flirting with me, and then her friend was like Josh.
Well,
And-
actually, the first day when Jim was there, I don't know which one to talk.
Kick a fucking mic.
First day Jim was there, and I said to Jim, I said, dibs.
Yeah, he did.
I pulled him
He
out to
did.
the garage.
And at the time,
dibs.
He did.
also
And he
did.
was like,
They-
I
I was
remember
there
at the
pissed.
time.
They walked out to the garage, and then when the girls left, they said, like the next day, they said, "Yeah, no, Josh called dibs." I'm just like,
Jim was so tight, bro.
yeah, but
You're
like,
just such fucking animals, man.
but but
I said, dibs on the friend. I'm sorry. There was a birdie, like, I closed
I'm
the door and
honestly
said
glad.
that. Like,
I'm really glad because
before
not
you
for
get any
nothing.
ideas.
I passed the football to Thompson
So
because
you
at
wanna know
first
what-
I was like, all right, fine, bet I'll take the other one.
you want to know the crazier part of that night?
And then I
No,
some shit happened and then I was like, yo, all yours, buddy.
he was Samuel L. Jackson.
no, the crazier part that happened that night. So
Both dodging balls.
Josh clicked with this girl immediately. They were.
Yeah, because she was a psycho as well.
Alright.
That's a thing. Like me and psycho is just like this.
So they were clicking, and
Close.
then the other girl that introduced us to her, she was just like right next to me, like on top of me like that, and then rubbing my thigh like the entire night. I'm honestly like it was mad late. I was starting to get tired. Like I'm not even noticing. Josh comes up to me the next day, and they tell me the story about the dibs, and he's like, "Yo, low key though, she was texting me, and she said she wanted to make out in the garage, and they showed
That
me the
wasn't
text."
you're messing up the timeline, OG.
No, that time
No,
was
the
the same.
first night we
No, it
were
was like the
playing.
first night.
The first night we were playing beer pong here. I was talking to her a little bit. I was just seeing what's good with her.
Yeah, you're messing up that timeline because by the time he texted me all that, I had already known was like, this bitch is crazy.
Oh, you
God
done it!
damn, I gotta censor the name.
Oh!
Fuck! I forgot this is a podcast.
Either way,
Oh man!
yeah, no. But she was trying to
Slice
sleep.
banana. One
No, Loki.
Shit.
Holy Chiquita banana.
Loki, she mentally fucked me up for a little bit, because like when you have a girl that's like I'm totally into you, and then you see text
honestly,
from your
that
homie.
story though, like she's gonna know who we're talking about anyway, right?
Who cares?
So then put the names in. Put the names
no, because
in.
for their privacy, like I don't care. I don't
But
want.
you did just spend so much time calling them crazy,
Well,
and then demeaning them, and then saying
I
that they
didn't
had
demean
STDs, so I'd block their
didn't
names
demean
out.
I don't demean him.
Oh, me and her, we still talk, and we are conceded that she thinks I'm crazy, which is just like
True.
a reaction to me.
No,
thinking it.
she's definitely crazy.
Yeah, that girl is nuts, but it's okay. Love you. If you watch this, I doubt it.
Oh. No, it's not because here's the thing, and this was actually something I adopted a philosophy I adopted from Rooster Teeth, because Bernie Burns, who is like the main owner of Rooster Teeth, he went through a divorce, and a couple years after his divorce, he talked about it on the podcast. He said people ask me all the time, why didn't I talk about my divorce? Why didn't I talk about my divorce? Because you gotta think about it. I have a platform with millions of people. She's just trying to live her life. Like, no matter what, it's gonna come off unfair against her, and people are gonna hate her. Like, there's no reason for me to talk about it. So that's why just with relationships in general, I've adopted that philosophy. Like, yeah, of course they're gonna know we're talking about them, but I don't want the offhand chance of someone else finding their Instagram and hitting them in the DMs like, yo, you tried to trick Thompson into like having a kid. Like,
If somebody did that, oh my god.
because while I
People
did,
be crazy.
well,
Hilarious.
I'm saying it did fuck me up for a while. Now I'm fine. Like, I don't really care. So I like,
Yo, son. Yo, bitch. You crazy. You messed with Josh's heart. I'm gonna fuck you up. Mm-hmm.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
you
there's
sexy too.
there's crazy people like that. Like, we don't need them
I
going through
do.
that.
I need those
All right.
people. If you're crazy, put a comment down below. Tell me how crazy you are. Who would you beat up last?
All right. We should end this because we got.
Yes. On that note, we really should.
All right.
Remember, kids, drink the green bottles in the fridge downstairs.
Along with Monster Energy.
I'm Matt.
Monster, please sponsor us.
I'm
Full
Matt.
thing.
Jesus. I'm Matt. This is My Crazy Podcast. Who are you?
Furry fucking shirt, goddammit.
Who are you?
The lost children.
I don't know.
And I'm Matt for Denise to say
Damn,
thank you for
everybody
watching.
Go fuck yourself, Maddie. I'm Dusty B, you piece of shit.
silent.
man.
You were
Skip
silent.
this.
And this is my crazy production. I'm stealing shit. Fuck y'all. We out.
I'm sorry.
You guys stole my shit though with the whole like we don't say our own names anymore.
Maybe I am a tool.
Tight.